in the middle of making another pumpkin piece and I got frustrated. I confused myself on my pattern. It just is taking so much time and I'm so tired of it. And so now, originally my idea was to get a fabric backing for it, for this, and make it into a pillow that way. And then I was like, you know what, that sounds really hard because I've never used a sewing machine and crocheting. But now I'm like, I feel like this is such a better way to waste my time, is to try to figure this out. If I make another pumpkin, then I would have 2 pumpkins instead of 1 pumpkin. And 2 pumpkins seem better than 1. So what do I need to do? I need to find some fabric. This is some avocado dyed fabric. And my idea is to cut a piece this size, large, like cut it pretty large. And then zigzag around the edges so it doesn't fray. And then do right sides together. I think I need a fair bit of seam allowance, I think, because I want the poofiness to come to the back, right? Will that work? Or will it just like, there's more fabric back here, it'll go like that, right? And it'll be poofier in the back. Anyways, something like that. So let me just do it. Actually, because I was like, I don't have energy to figure this out. And now I'm like, I am too bored to keep making another pumpkin, and it's hurting my wrists, and I've been having a lot of wrist issues. Grab scissors. So I think get a rough cut first. Yeah. Oh, I'm doing it. Wah! Come on, baby. Oops, that looks terrible. Haha! Should probably be ironed, which is annoying, but such is life. Life is annoying, in other words. Pull this along this end. Okay, so now I need to zigzag all the way around so it doesn't fray and disintegrate. I just got to the point where I don't care enough about the pumpkin to worry if this doesn't turn out. And I've been wanting to try sewing fabric onto crocheted items using a sewing machine for a while now. Where'd my thread go? Who has my thread? Where did you go, little buddy? What happened to you? Oh, why are you getting so frayed? Maybe the tension's too intense. So here I have my zigzag pumpkin fabric outline thingamajiggy. Don't look too closely at it. I'm not very good at doing the zigzag thing. I really should get a serger, but I don't have money for that. So here we are. And it doesn't matter because all of this is going to disappear. Now the question is, what is the right side and what is the wrong side? Let us look. Let us look so ever carefully. Does it matter? It doesn't really seem to matter with this fabric at all. So we'll just say that however I have it right now is good. And so I had kind of an idea that this could have more space. So should I just let it overhang that much? Is that too little overhang? How much is that? Ooh, where's my gauge? Look at me measure. That's like almost a quarter. That's a little bit more than I really can't read rulers, can I? Anyways, it doesn't matter, does it? I think the idea of having like it be a bit poofy, that makes sense to me, you know, because it's a pillow. So let me pin this up. Stabby, stabby. And if you're just beginning sewing, take it from me, the importance of changing out your needle, because your needle gets dull, like most of us do, and it needs to be changed out regularly because your machine will start skipping stitches and all sorts of crazy fun things like that. And then you'll be like, oh, my machine is not good. My machine is the worst. And then you'll take it to the repair shop and then they'll charge you $60 and they'll say, it's all fixed, it's all good. And then you'll have the same issue again. You're like, I just had this fixed. And then you'll ask the internet why that's happening, and then you find out it's because your needle is dull and it needs a new one. Or related to that, that the needle is the wrong kind of needle for the thing that you're doing. All of those things are worth noting. Not that I know from firsthand experience, but a wise person once told me that's what you should do. Is this a really bad idea? Is this going to be super messy in the back here because I didn't make it tight across it? 'Cause now I have, it's just this thing, so I think I can just kind of fudge it here. I mean, if there's a pleat, like I've seen pillows with kind of like folded over areas. I don't think that's anything to stress. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done a swatch where, ow, I just have a little piece of crochet and then I do a little piece of fabric and I see how it works. But I'm not going to. I do have a walking foot. That looks more like a swimming. Anyways, a walking foot, and I think this will really help. There's one little pleat there. You make me complete. Ah, what a comedian. Because I'm hoping like that will add poofiness to the situation. Pleats happen in a pillow too, right?
Oh yeah.
You've seen that in a pillow before.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
That's
you
so
would
cool.
know. You've seen a pillow in your time before.
I've seen pillows before. I've been around.
You've been around the block. She's seen a pillow a time or two. I think I want to leave the bottom. No, maybe I should leave the top because, you know, I'm going to add stuff to the top. So if it looks kind of messy, I should be able to hide it. So I'm going to start here and go around and leave the hole here. So let's test this baby out. See if she be walking. And make it a little bit closer together. That seems too close together. I feel like that's a good amount. Next moment of truth. Ah! Oh man, is it even gonna fit? No, it's not. After all that? Oh, maybe I can shove it under there. Okay, y'all, this is gonna be so exciting. Are y'all ready for it? Am I ready for it? Hoy. Hokey Pete. I am so nervous. Okay, I don't know if this is even gonna work. Is it actually working? Is it actually working? I might be too far off. This is so stressful. I think it's working. I don't know if I'm too far off the edge or too close to the edge. It's making a very satisfying noise, if anybody cares. I honestly don't think it's that bad. What a champ this machine is. Honestly, you're the real MVP. 3 cheers for singers from the 80s. Or 90s. I don't know how old this machine is. I think it's 90s. Did you know that my name translated means pumpkin wrestler? I know, crazy, right? This is just me living out my name of Megan the Pumpkin Wrestler. And hopefully this will all fit through it. I mean, how exciting would it be if it actually worked? Because it didn't take me that long to sew around it, even though it felt like an eternity. The biggest issue is going to be, does it maintain its pumpkin-y shape? Oh, there's some concerning spots there. Pumpkin-y shape is the million-dollar question, that when it's stuffed, does it look like a pumpkin, hence the pumpkin-y shape. So indeed, it looks like there's some irregularities because I couldn't see where all the crochet was. And like this should be not as visible as it is. Ooh, guys, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but if it's once it's stuffed, will it look like a pumpkin, or will I have lost all my pumpkin-y work? I mean, I think we're this far, right? So should I just try to stuff it and just hope that the deeper I get into it, the better it will look? I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look as pumpkin-y anymore. Although it's orange and it kind of looks like a pumpkin. So like, am I overthinking this? Yes. It's just hard because, it should have been more on the edge. Is that what the problem was? See, I kind of knew. Where are you? Where's the lens? Hello, lens. That this was going to be kind of bulky, and it is indeed. So like when this is on the inside, and so when you flip it over, it's kind of pushing this fabric back up. So I don't know, man. Let's stuff it. I mean, we've come this far together. Let's just do it. I'm gonna be using these scraps first to tuck in here. Ooh. Whoa, I'm making a mess because I've stuck fabric bits in here. Does fluffing it up help? Because I feel like they would probably compact it a lot. I never thought of this idea. It's gonna take this whole bag of stuffing, isn't it? Why did I try to make a pillow anyways? How obnoxious. This is why people make pillow covers for pillow blanks that you buy at the store. But then they're square and not pumpkin shaped. Oh, you know what? This might actually work. I think it's more oval than, I think my intricate stitching is not showing up. But that's okay. It doesn't usually. Alright, let's just keep doing this for forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I wonder how much these bags cost. It's been so long since I've bought one. $3,000. That's why pillows are so expensive. It's this stuff. The next order of business is that pumpkin pillow that decided not to stay on the chair. You may not have fully recognized it as a pumpkin, and understandably so, because it is lacking a few features. So what we need to do now is add those features. Namely, the stem, wabam, and the leafy vine, wabam. We gotta sew this up so that we can do pictures today. I hope you appreciate the color of my pants for this project. I worked very hard on that color coordination. I'm gonna start with the stalk. I think what I want to try to do first is do some sort of little scrunch so that it is curved. So let me try to go to here and tucking back here. Sometimes this works really well for me, and other times I have to fiddle around with it a lot. Oh yeah, that's really cute, I think. So now I need to just go back. I think that's good enough. Now we look at our pillow. Look at how nicely the mumsy sewed this close. Like, you can't even tell it wasn't a machine. Like, serio? Look at that. I think that's so cool. She is so good at hand sewing and I am so bad at it. I just need to find an end of here and kind of center it on-ish. I'm not too concerned to find a stitch. So we kept all the tops of the stitches exposed for easy sewing on. Who was thinking ahead for once? Me. I was thinking ahead. So I just need to make sure I go through both layers of this though. So hopefully this works the way I think it's going to work. It would be very disappointing if it doesn't. But I'm used to disappointment. Aww. Okay. So what do we... It's a little bit off center, but I kind of like that. I kind of wanted that to happen. And so you can see the back here. And then we'll put the leaf on. Ooh, I think it's working. It's working. It's working. Now I'm just trying to hide the brown. All right, we're ready for the leaf here and the vine. So we want the vine going down and we kind of want, I think the leaf, how high up? Oh, that kind of looks cute. Is that how I like it? Do you guys see that? Kind of up? Or do I tuck it in more like this? No, but then the vine doesn't really vine down as much. Yep, we're gonna go with this. Do you guys like to see more food pillows? So I feel like this could be actually kind of fun. A nectarine. No, an orange. Although I feel like I basically just did an orange. The oranges would be easier because they're perfectly round. Come on, buddy. There. Okay. We'll buy them. Here's the finished pumpkin in all its pumpkin-y glory. And for those wanting a pattern, I just did a circle until I decided not to do a circle, and then I just went back and forth making it look kind of pumpkin-y. The biggest stitch I used was a half double along these. I didn't want to go any bigger because then these holes would be even bigger and then the stuffing would fall out. And then I did the top stitching with like one of those crochet top stitching techniques. So that was fun. And the leaf, I have linked below what tutorial I followed on that because I really liked how hers looked and I didn't feel like rewriting a whole pattern. And then the stem, I just did a little stem look in dark brown. I really love how sewing the backing on went. It exceeded my expectations and I think it looks really, really nice. The whole thing looks really nice. So for something just kind of thrown together, because I realized I had this really coarse, I want to say, like, it's very smooth acrylic, very dense, thick. It doesn't drape very nicely, so that's why I didn't opt for a garment. And so just to throw something together for the season, I thought this is really nice, and you can check it out in the store if you want to. Well, the pumpkin is done, and I have to say it turned out way more adorable than I even expected, and I expected a lot of adorableness from this pillow. If you enjoyed this video and seeing how I make things and the process of all the craziness and all the quackiness that goes on here, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and you might get some more videos like this. Hope you all have a beautiful day and stay quacky.